Hello, everyone. This is Jade, Inspiration Masters Communication Leadership Training Institute. We are based in the United States in Dallas, Texas, with the locations, 10 plus locations here locally in Dallas, and online programs in all 50 states, Canada, and India. As a part of our inspiring series, we get this great opportunity to meet the difference makers, the entrepreneurs, the artists, and the people who are making a difference not just in the United States, but around the world. And today I have an amazing difference maker here with me. I have with me Shreyank Enugu. Shreyank, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Mr. J. Thank you. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Shreyank, good to have you here. So let me give you some information about Shreyank. Uh, Shreyank is a young catalyst. At the age of 14, he loves reading. He has co-authored two books, and he conducts storytelling sessions in the community to encourage children to read. He's a book reviewer, actively reviewing books for Penguin Random House India on Instagram. His most recent achievement is winning the Exceptional Speaker Award at the Harvard Youth Lead, the Change Program in Gurgaon, Delhi. This gives him a free entry into Stanford Research Boot Camp. The at Harvard YLC, he also won the award for his innovative social change project, DNORM, which we'll find out more. And we'll be finding out all about Shreyank, a budding writer, reviewer, storyteller, and an avid reader. So we'll walk him through everything and we will find out about all the things he's doing, some very interesting things. So again, Shreyank, we are excited to find out more about everything what I talked about. So we'll
Yes.
start with something interesting. So I heard about the YLC program, right? So YLC, and this is by the Harvard Youth Leadership for
Mhm.
Change. Is that what it's called?
Yes, Mr. J. So
Okay.
basically, the Harvard YLC is a program created by the Big Red Group. And what the Big Red Group is, it collaborates with various students from renowned universities such as Harvard. And these mentors come over and they
Mhm.
teach peers from around India and across the globe as well. So I was part of one of these programs, the Harvard Youth Lead the Change program, to be exact, where
Mhm.
students from Harvard came over to mentor us about leadership skills, communication, and difference making as a whole.
Awesome. That's great. So the people are coming from Harvard, they are coming to India, and you joining this group. We'll be finding more about how you joined there. So the other things which are very interesting is you've written two books. So what are the two books you've written?
So basically, I co-authored two books. They're both anthologies, basically multiple authors in one book. The first one that I wrote was The Pandemic Diaries, and the second one was One Story at a Time.
Oh, wow. One story at a time. I like that. So that is very interesting. And then you're also the reviewer for the Penguin Random House.
So basically, the reviewer meaning that on Instagram I post videos, like trying to tell people about how these books are. They're mostly positive to get people into actually reading these books. It's more like an inspiration for people to get interested. So Penguin Random House sends me books whenever they release, and I review them all.
Awesome. That's great to know. So this is something which should be inspiring for all our viewers. Again, this is Jay at Inspiration Masters, and I'm joined here with Shreyank Enugu. Shreyank is joining me from Hyderabad, India, and he's a recent winner of the Harvard YLC program as an exceptional speaker. So I'm bringing him on, and we are finding out more about him, how he's reviewing the books for the Random House. And along with that, we will find out more about the YLC program. So the Youth Leadership for Change program by the Harvard. And your project was DNOM. So tell us more about DNOM. What is DNOM?
Basically, denorm, the name originating from the word denormalize or norms, is all about breaking these boundaries that we set for girls and women in society, which states for them to have fair skin or perfect skin or long hair, etc., etc. And basically, DNorm is all about breaking these boundaries. How, you may ask? Me and my team, a group of other peers who came to the Harvard YLC, we created a social platform online in the form of a website where girls and other women can share their experiences in the form of creative media like artwork, poetry, essays, etc. So basically, it's a big database, or as we call the grid, which is full of these motivational media.
Oh, exceptional. That is exceptional. So the denorm. So again, that's denormalizing things which are common, but which are not supposed to be that way. So excellent job. And then you developed a website
Yes,
or something on the social media by which all of these can be brought together. Awesome.
yes.
And so that was really good. And what about the exceptional speaker award? How did that come through?
So basically, the Harvard YLC was all about giving like students a new opportunity to hone their skills. So what we did during the program is we came up with a social change project, ours being a DNorm, and we had to present it to the Harvard mentors on the last day, like a pitch, to develop our public speaking skills and presentation. So on the very last day, we came up with all our presentations, and on that very same day, after all the presentations were over, we had the award ceremony, which had various awards like Best Media Documentation, the most innovative project, most exceptional speaker, so and so.
Wow, exceptional. That's good. That's really awesome. And then you won the exceptional speaker award. Congratulations. That
Thank you
is
so
really awesome. Yeah, because you have some of the stars coming from all over the place, and you won the top spot, which is always good. And you are reviewing the books on Instagram, and that is helping you connect with more book lovers because when you do the reviews, they are connected with you. And again, one of the things which came up is the storytelling session with kids. You can tell me
Yes.
more about the storytelling session with the kids. What is that?
So basically, I'm pretty sure all of us are pretty familiar with the problem that kids aren't really focusing that much on reading. They're just engaged by more screen, I guess. I mean, I'm not against the whole idea of screen, but what I wanted to do is spread my love for reading, which I thought like reading ever since a very young age was really awesome because I could literally like fight dragons or meet new people through these books. So I wanted to share this like feeling of wonder with these kids as well, so that they develop a reading too, because it's a really great thing. So that's why I started the storytelling sessions in my community, which were all about creating this bond through stories, not something too formal, just something to get them into actually liking these stories.
Awesome. That's great. So, how do you think the reading has helped you achieve your goals?
I think definitely reading has helped me achieve a lot of these goals. In fact, all of them, if I were to say, because reading, it gave me a lot of skills that I didn't have earlier. For example, like reading, it helps me in school, obviously in English. Reading has helped me like understand how great it actually is, and I can spread it with other people as well. And reading overall has taught me so many things that I will forever cherish and remember because it'll help me become a better person in the future.
Excellent, excellent. And what are the other internship programs and summer camps you have attended and then you plan to attend?
So I'm looking forward to the Stanford Research Bootcamp because it will really help me in the future during college
Hmm.
because research is such a vital aspect of my future right now. And I think this summer I also did another internship slash retreat called the Himalayan Writing Retreat, and basically it's all about younger writers coming together and
Hmm.
writing in the Himalayas, like in Haryana, and it's like a great way for them to connect with each other and share their experiences.
So all the viewers, we are talking to Shreyank. He is currently in Hyderabad, India, and very happy to say he is a winner of the public speaking competition. That was a long time back, Shreyank. That was
Yeah.
2016 when you
Yes.
took the stage and won the competition. Do you remember what you were talking about?
Yes, Mr. J. It was the Inspiration Masters public speaking contest, and I was, I think, seven. And at that
Mhm.
time, I was talking, like I was giving a storytelling speech. Like I
Oh,
gave a speech.
storytelling speech. What was your story about? Okay, that'll be great.
So, like the story was like really funny. It was about a donkey and a fox, and I acted out as the donkey and the fox, and how the donkey ate the farmer's food, and the farmer got angry because the donkey started singing. The fox warned the donkey, "Don't sing, the farmer will wake up." But the donkey got too excited and started singing. And
It was
I acted it out.
an interesting classic story about
Yeah,
the fox and the donkey. That was 2016. And Shreyank was studying at the Great Heart School, and I'm glad to have him into the program up here in Hyderabad. He joins me online, and we are having fun all the time, getting to listen to some amazing speeches from you. So I'm so happy that when I heard that the exceptional speaker award, I did not know that you were going to the YLC. I did know that you'd gone for a week from the class. I did not know that you were at the going to be at the YLC. So that was interesting. Again, congratulations. That's outstanding. I did not know much about the DNOM project, but now very happy to know that. So everyone watching, you might look up that the DNOM project is to denormalize, and that's addressing a social reform in a way. So very interesting. And Shreyank is currently engaged in reading the stories to kids to make them more interested. Also doing the reviews on Instagram for the Penguin Random House. They send him the books, he reads those and puts the reviews out. What are the plans for the future, Shreyank?
the future, long term, even though I really love reading, apart from reading, I also really love dinosaurs, or the fact prehistory to be exact.
Mhm.
So in the future, I'm really working towards becoming a paleontologist, or a scientist who studies paleontology, the science of things that came before humans, prehistory to be exact.
Okay, excellent. So becoming a paleontologist. So which one is your favorite dinosaur?
Dinosaur. I think it changes every 5 seconds. I can't like.
Okay. So there are too many to name. Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean, all of us, we have something which we go for, and so one of the days you might be riding a big dinosaur somewhere. So
yeah,
okay,
Jurassic.
okay. Okay, so you said you want to present something about Inspiration Masters. That would be fun for me to know what is going on the other side because you have the whole group with you in Hyderabad who joins me every week. So yes, tell me more. Yeah, what's going on with that group?
So basically, overall, I like to say that it's been a pretty long journey with me so far with Inspiration Masters, because I started ever since I was six, and I've been joining the classes also since around the same time. And to come this far is really great for me because I've got to learn so much from these programs. I've got to become a better public speaker. And from these speeches, I've got to learn more about all sorts of things that are actually happening right now.
Mhm.
So I think I'd like to thank the Inspiration Masters team, including you, Mr. J, for teaching me so much about public speaking. And also with the team that I have, like the group which I have right now, it's really fun and I get to interact with them so much. It's kind of like another family almost, because public speaking is like a really important thing in the 21st century, and
Mhm.
connecting with so many people, it has been such a great experience.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. That's good. That's good to hear. I wanted to hear the other side of how do you feel because I keep on talking. I don't know what's going on the other side, right? So I'm
Yeah.
good to know that. So does it make you read more though? when you go for public speaking?
I think definitely. I think it makes me research more as well because sometimes while researching for the topics or the speech topics, I stumble across a few things that I think are really interesting. For example, like a short example would be I had a speech about homelessness last class, and I
Right.
found out that there was actually a thing called the Homelessness World Cup, which is all about homeless people coming together, previously homeless people coming
Mhm.
together on an international level and playing football.
Yeah, that's right. So anytime you do a speech, you get to do some research, and that makes you come across the things which you would never come across otherwise. So that is the interesting part of it. And how about listening to the other people's speeches too?
I think listening to other people's speeches is the best way to learn public speaking because, first of all, you get to learn what they're doing great and implement it in your very own speeches. And secondly, you get to learn so much from their
Mhm.
speeches.
Right. Maybe they might bring the perspective which you never thought of, ideas which you
Yeah.
never thought of, or they might be reading different books which you are reading. Then you get to listen to them. So that's always very interesting. And how about the review process? How does that work? After this,
So,
you get the reviews too, right? So
yeah,
how does it build you up? Yeah.
yes, Mr. Day. So I think the review process is also, apart from the speech, what comes second in the priority list is the review process because like it really like we each member in the group we review each other's speeches and it really shows us what we're doing great and what we need to improve on, and
Mhm.
that helps us get better for next time because we
Right.
always know the audience's opinion is the most important opinion.
Right. So you find out from the audience as well. The audience is also going to do some reviews. You get the peer reviews. People tell you what you're good at, and they catch you more than sometimes I do. That what things and hold you more accountable. And okay, now we need to do this. And maybe if somebody goes, especially somebody in the group goes over time, everybody's jumping on it. Hey, you're taking too much of our time. So the time management part is very important too, so that you learn that part. What I really like is also that all of you stand up and give a speech. That gives you the expression. As soon as you stand up, I have noticed that your vocal variety goes up. I don't know how it is connected, but now we know that it is connected. So
Yeah.
when you go up and stand, maybe your brain becomes more active. So that is good. And what was the progress like? Like when you start out, you are sitting down, just as you're sitting down right now. Uh, then you stand up and then you start talking. So how does it make you more active? Or I would say, what does it? How does it help you in the real life, in the when you're in the classroom? Does it make you ask more questions?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does because the thing is, they say that 75% of communication is body language. It's how you
Mhm.
express your body. And when you're sitting down, you can't exactly do that. Like there are
Mhm.
various restrictions, like you're sitting in a chair. And if you move your arms, you could possibly injure yourself with the desk. So,
That's, that is so true. And at the same time, when you are in the classroom, there is a level of hesitation which goes away when you are a good speaker. You're not much worried about how you're going to sound because you already heard your sound so many times. And how
yes,
about the leadership? How about the introduction level where when you get an opportunity to introduce other speakers?
I think introducing other speakers is also a really great way to develop your public speaking skills because when you introduce other people, it's kind of a way where you give them the spotlight. It's how you like make them look good. And making other people look good is also a really important skill in the future.
That is right. And when you get an opportunity to do the time management for the group, how does that work? Does it make you more active on knowing about yourself that, oh, what about my time when I speak? How does that work?
Definitely, Mr. Tate. For example, let's say someone goes overtime. I might
Mhm.
think, oh, they went overtime. But then once again, I think to myself, am I better? And that thought process makes me improve on future speeches and makes
Mhm.
my timing much better.
Okay. And then do you have to listen to the other people's speeches too?
Sorry, Mr. Tate.
Do you have to listen to other people's speeches as well? Because you are
Yeah.
assigned sometimes a listener role. So what happens then?
Listener role is also pretty important because when you're the listener, you have to really pay attention to the small details and come up with questions to make sure that everyone else is also listening to those small details as well. So in reality, you should always be having the listener role, because it makes you think about if you're really paying attention to other people's speeches.
Mhm.
And if you don't pay attention to other people's speeches, well, what will you expect from them?
Right. Exactly. That's where your real learning happens. And your focus when it goes into the listening, that's where you learn and you're paying attention when the other people are talking. So that helps you. Awesome. So great job. So it is great to find out what is going on the other side, because I'm on the teaching side, so I don't get to
Yeah.
listen a whole lot. We get the peer reviews, but you're reviewing each other. So that is still not the things which we talked about normally. So that is all good to know. So we at Inspiration Masters do all of these things, but it's fun to know from somebody who's in the audience. So it'd be the becoming a president where you introduce other speakers. When you are a listener, you listen carefully and come up with questions. You check on the filler word count. We didn't talk about that, but the filler word count,
Yes.
that means you're keeping account on other people's filler words. What does that do for you?
So filler words, the abominable filler words, it's a common
Mhm.
issue that a lot of people face. Is that whenever you're not very, um, exactly, I just made a filler word. That's a
Okay.
filler word, and the filler word counter is supposed to make sure that he or she notes down every single filler word, so
Mhm.
that when this person comes up next time, they can come up
Mhm.
with an even better speech without these gaps, because these gaps make you seem less prepared and less formed.
Right. So are you using filler words when you're telling the story to kids?
I'm trying my best not.
The idea is to reduce the number of filler
Yeah,
words we use. Okay, so that is good. So again, good to know a whole lot of things about speaking and how it's working out for you. So I did use the filler word right now, which I don't do a whole lot. So we did use filler words. Again, Shreyank, nice talking to you and everyone watching. This is Jay at Inspiration Masters. Do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the like on Facebook so you do not miss any of these amazing interviews with young people who will be very, very inspiring. Shreyank at 14 is an inspiring speaker, and he's won the award as an exceptional speaker from the YLC. And I'm looking forward to a series of awards from you as well as from the viewers. I want you to listen to, get inspired, and when you get any of the awards or recognition, please feel free to share with me. Again, this is Jay. Nice talking to all of you, and I will see you soon.